How likely is, as Simon said there, a poll exit? Let's bring in Francesco Rizzuto. He's the Dean and Head of the School of Law at the Liverpool Hope University. He's joining us now from the city. Francesco Rizzuto, good to have you with us on the programme. So just how serious for the future of the EU do you think this beef is between Warsaw and Brussels?
Oh, good afternoon. This is a very, very serious matter. Poland and Hungary have really been playing games with the European Union now for 4 or 5 years. And the lack of political will in Brussels has meant that they've got away with it. But I think that it's going to come to a head without a doubt in my mind. You cannot challenge Article 2 of the treaty, which is a condition for membership, and expect nothing will happen subsequently.
Let's just clear up exactly what we mean by Article 2. That is that the law that's set in Brussels takes precedent over nation states' law, correct?
No, Article 2...
Sorry.
Sorry to be a pain.
No,
Article
please.
2 establishes the values, including the rule of law, that member states must respect if they want to join and remain within the European Union. So it's a meta rule, if you like. It's not about specific competencies that the Polish government is trying to play around with by obfuscating, to be candid with you. So Article 2 is crucial. You want to join in the European Union, you want to stay in the European Union, you have to respect the terms of Article 2. And one of them is the rule of law, tied to Article 19, which is about the independence of the judiciary. So that's it. So the court and the European Union have never said that they want to organize and intrude into the way states organize their judicial systems. All it has said is that when those courts operate within the context of union law, they must be independent. And independent in terms of external perceptions and also the way they operate. The Polish reforms of its judicial systems have put that in doubt now for a number of years. And that's the nub of the issue. The Constitutional Tribunal, frankly, a judgment that's a page and a half long, which more or less damns its membership of the European Union, was bound to get this reaction. But it did the same thing 6 months ago.
And for clarity then, the Polish reforms of the judiciary were to allow politicians to pick judges, is that right?
To put it bluntly, yes. Not only to select judges, but to select the body that, in theory, oversees the selection of judges, and also, and most importantly, to set up a disciplinary panel that can actually investigate and prosecute judges on the basis of the decisions that judges take. So these approaches fundamentally undermine the notion of the independence of the judiciary. When it is dealing with European Union-related law, it's important not to lose sight of that. It's very, very important not to lose sight of that. Otherwise, the impression is created that Brussels wants to control every aspect of judicial life in Poland. That is not the case. But Poland signed up to the treaties, and the idea that you can undermine the values of the Union, the values that you've signed up to, is pretty important. So, as I say, it's come to a head at last. The real question is, will the member states and the key member states, France and Germany, actually have the political will now to do something about it? Because there are two outstanding Article 7 proceedings against Poland and against Hungary, not only for attacking the independence of the judiciary, but also for attacking the independence of the media. So this is a long, drawn-out saga, but I think finally we might get a resolution of sorts. But I think if the European Union does not act on this, then quite frankly, it will be giving succor to those within the Western states who want the European Union to be turned into a union of sovereign states, which is basically the end of the European Union as we know it.
Fascinating analysis, Francesco Rizzuto. I could speak to you about this all day, but unfortunately we have run out of time. And thank you for correcting me on my lack of knowledge about Article 2. Do appreciate your time. Francesco Rizzuto from Liverpool Hope University. Thank you.